Alright YouTube, what's up? We're gonna go get some gasoline. So, and we're also doing a test ride on this motorcycle because it's been broken down for a while. So yeah, we're pumping gas. Not much to it. Okay. 1.8 gallons. Spilled a little. Okay, so basically the topic is what makes an interesting motovlog. Say, what makes a successful motovlogger? If you can keep a good conversation while riding a motorcycle, that's the first off thing. You want to be able to keep a good conversation and be able to not get distracted too much. And if you do get distracted, be able to edit it out. But yeah, if you look at other motovloggers like Barn Von Grumble, see, his videos are really calm. Like he doesn't really have too much of a he has that that UK or English accent, which kind of gives him that regal tone. I don't know exactly, but it's just a calming voice, you know what I'm saying? But then if you compare that to like your pals Chris and Al, they're a little bit more wacky. If you look at Baker X Derek, who says cheer a lot, then see, I cheered that lady, but not really. But if you see Baker X Derek like that, where he'll basically public troll, that works for him. But the question is, why does it work for some and not work for others? And the answer, it's not very satisfying, but it's because we each have our own style. We each have our own way of motovlogging and our way of expressing ourselves. So we each have our own ways of expressing ourselves. Like Leadpen, he recently, well, not recently, he did a face reveal and kind of, I mean, he's shown his face previously before that, but now he's actually showing his face, and that's another interesting thing, whether you choose to show your face or not. I have not shown my face, and I probably won't, but I'm not really sure why. I think Barn Von Grumble once said it adds to the mystique, or it adds to the anonymousness, or something like that, but I don't quite remember the exact wording, but it was something along the lines of that, which I can understand that. And other people like Jake the Garden Snake shows his face pretty much in almost every video, not really, but quite a bit, and that works for him. So you don't necessarily have to have a particular motorcycle in order to be successful as a motovlogger. The key, I would say, is to have a good personality and to be engaging, be interesting, and to be able to work with what you have. I'm riding a 34-year-old bike, so I'm definitely working with what I have. I inherited this bike from my parents, and I don't really have any money to buy a new bike at the moment, because I have college and things like that, other expenses. It has a lot to do with personality and a lot of the location. Like, you can't just, like, if I went to UK, there's no way I could be Barn Von Grumble, and there's no way I could go to San Bernardino and be Baker X Derek, or San Bernardino. Yeah, I couldn't be Baker X Derek because we're all unique. See, it's all sketchy over here. Sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. Especially on 100cc. Oh yeah, I like the video I like the video Baron Von Grumble did on the 2-stroke, but I feel like he should have given it more of a shot. 2-strokes aren't all that bad. But just the same way, I don't really have that much background on 4-strokes. I could understand where his opinion was drawn. I haven't ridden in so long, I'm kind of rusty. Like this bike, rusty. Oh, I gotta watch out for kids too. There's little kids running about. There's where you need one of those kid running with ball sign, you know? They also need a motocross sign here too. Those open gates are very tempting. Having a Walterific moment. But yeah, that's another thing. The whole publicity, you know? The whole fame, you might call it, that comes with being a motovlogger. It's kind of interesting. So I guess there is like an inevitable fame that comes with motovlogging if you are well known, or even if you're not well known. If you're known locally, there can be some fame, like Walterific, who rides around in his neighborhood and basically everyone knows him. And without motovlogging, they probably wouldn't have known him to the extent. So that's kind of one of the things, which might be a motivating factor for some, but it shouldn't be the main motivating factor. You shouldn't buy a motorcycle, strap a helmet to your head, and then go ride around for the fame. No. I think one of the most important things about motovlogging is a love of motorcycles. I mean, why else would you ride? Or why else would you, well, I guess commuting, but you kind of have to love a motorcycle in order to ride it. In a way. Or in riding a motorcycle, you start to love it. That was kind of a blanket statement, or a generalized statement, or a biased statement, but it's got to be careful for children running out to get ice cream. Oh yes, the joyous days of getting ice cream from the ice cream truck.